everyone! Welcome back to Wild Approach, and in this video you're just going to see quick footage of wildlife in the winter garden so far as of January 2nd. A lot of this was actually filmed in December because some of this was filmed when we had a couple family members over, and so we just so happened to be lucky enough to see that this rabbit was out here. There were also cardinals out there and stuff too during the snow coming down, but the rabbit was really what I wanted to capture that day because I hadn't seen the rabbit around really a whole lot lately, but finally a couple weeks ago started to see the rabbit, and then when I didn't see the rabbit, I would see the rabbit's tracks in the snow. So that was good to see. And then here's a blue jay. I actually slowed down that footage because it's so hard to see him without slowing it down a little bit. His movements were just so intentional and so quick, so I slowed him down a little bit. And then here are what I think are house finches, if I'm not mistaken, and every time I see them, I call them red finches, but I think they're technically called house finches. If you guys are better at IDing birds than I am, please comment down below because I'm not the best at it. I mean, cardinals are easy for me, mockingbirds, they're easy for me to identify, chickadees, and tufted titmouse. Those species are easy for me to identify, and blue jays. But when it comes to like the finches and the sparrows, I'm just not as good at it, and maybe one day I'll get better at it. But anyway, let me know down below if I'm right about these being house finches. Also, what they're eating is they are actually eating seeds off of my very, very, very tall ironweed plants, and as you can see, this is another reason why I leave the seed heads, or as many seed heads as I possibly can. There were a lot more seeds on these ironweed plants weeks, if not a month or two ago, but they're just now really, at least from what I can tell, from what I've seen, I haven't really seen them eating from this much until now, and now all of a sudden in this footage, you'll eventually see there are 3 of these finches feasting in these ironweed plants. So for whatever reason, they are now feasting on these seeds when they weren't before. Also, I don't have bird feeders up. I don't have suet or anything up at the moment. I found that when I have suet, it does attract a lot of the native birds, but it also attracts the starlings, which we don't want to attract if we can help it. At least from what I've read, we don't want to attract them for whatever reason. So it's like they are the bullies of the bird world. Speaking of, you're about to see a fight break out between a blue jay and a brown thrasher. Now look at that, look at that. That blue jay was actually just trying to get food from the ground, and that brown thrasher was being very territorial and was like, no, this is my food getting spot, thank you very much, and successfully scared the blue jay away. The blue jay did in fact fly away, but I'm going to show you this again in slow motion so you can see the blue jay is seemingly minding his own business. He is checking out the lay of the land, he is in the front garden, and he is on the lawn area where we use it as paths, and he is looking for something in the ground, worms, grubs, nuts, seeds, I'm not sure, but he's looking for something in that ground, and that brown thrasher comes up from behind him and is like, buddy, you are getting the heck out of my zone. You're leaving. That brown thrasher was not going to give up. So, I thought this was very fun to see and interesting. I mean, on the one hand, I like it because it shows some activity is going on. It shows that there's some resources here that are valuable for the birds. But on the other hand, I was a little bit like, is there enough for everybody? Hopefully there's enough for everyone to go, for everyone to go around. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! support the channel, like the video, comment, and subscribe. You can also support my work by buying art from me at macylu.com. Thanks for watching!